Hi everyone, it's Heather from Heather's Health Habits. How are you tonight? It is Friday, 5 o'clock. It is our weekly Go Live session. So I hope everybody is safe. I hope everybody is well. I hope your families are safe and well and everyone's staying healthy. I know it's still tough times for a lot of us across the country. In New Jersey, we have a ton of cases from the pandemic and it affects a lot of people. So I hope you're staying healthy and I hope you're being smart about all the hygiene things we have to do now. So, just a housekeeping note before we begin. Tonight, we're going to be talking about 5 foods that we can eat for our immune health. If you want to know when we're going to live or you want to receive our email blast with healthy living tips, recipes, go to heathershealthhabits.com, get on our email list, and we will make sure you stay informed. Also, if you're going to watch this Facebook Live right now, there is a offer at the end of this Facebook Live. It won't take long for us to get through this, so if you stay with me, I'll be able to tell you a little bit about what my new offer is. Okay, so let's get started. Our immune system, we typically only think about it when we're feeling sick. All of a sudden, people say, ooh, I feel a little achy. I have a slight cough. My nose is running. Let me start popping some vitamin C. Let me start thinking about my immune system. But actually, our immune system is impacted by everything we do all year round. That means our lifestyle. So if we are eating processed foods that are high in unhealthy fats and sugars, if we are not exercising, if we are not sleeping well, if we are stressed, all those things contribute to a weakened immune system. So it's very important that throughout the entire year, not just during cough cold time, not just during a time when illness is prevalent, to be thinking about our immune system. It's something we need to think about all year round. So here are 5 foods that you can be eating right now throughout the week. Doesn't have to be every day. It can be every day if you really like them, like some of the ones I'm going to tell you about. I eat probably about 5 times a week just because I love them. It's up to you, but we're going to talk a little bit about what 5 foods you should be eating, why they're good for your immune system, and a couple of ideas of how to eat them. So the very first one is berries. Berries of any type. Strawberries, blueberries, blackberries, raspberries. They are so good for us and so good for our immune system. They're very high in vitamin C. Now, vitamin C is a duh, right? We all know about vitamin C and we think about our immune health when we think about vitamin C. But they also have quercetin. And quercetin is an antioxidant that is found in fruits and vegetables that also can help support our immune system and help fight pathogens. Now, berries, you don't have to buy them fresh. I mean, you can when they're in season and they're at a good price, otherwise they can be a little bit expensive. I personally buy organic frozen berries and just keep them in the freezer. Then that way I don't have to worry about not having them. I just have to worry about how am I going to eat all these great berries. At least twice a week, I make a berry smoothie. And I use water as my base because I am lactose intolerant. So I don't like to put in a lot of yogurts or, milks or anything like that, even though I could use, the dairy-free ones. I just like my smoothies a little bit more liquidy versus thick. But go ahead and use those types of dairy or non-dairy products if that's how you like your smoothies. I will use frozen berries in overnight oatmeal. If I am making a hot oatmeal in the morning, I'll put that in. Another great tip for berries is to take the frozen berries, put them in the blender and mash them up so that they're, really smooth, like a berry slushy almost. Pour them in an ice cube tray and freeze them. So if you're not someone who likes to drink plain water, now you could take plain, clean, filtered water, because let's face it, we need to be really hydrated to make sure we stay healthy. Pop a couple of those frozen berry ice cubes in it. Oh, it is so good. It's such a great way to naturally flavor your water. Definitely try it. All right, so berries, the first food you should be eating as much as you can for a healthy immune system. Number 2, mushrooms. I love mushrooms, all kinds of mushrooms. They are my favorite vegetable. We eat them probably 5 days a week in my household because I will put them in stir fries, soups, salads, casseroles, you name it, I'm going to throw a mushroom in there. And why are mushrooms good for our immune system? Because they have vitamin D in them. And vitamin D is very good for our immune system. You know, most of us are deficient in vitamin D, and I think it's become pretty routine now for doctors to check your vitamin D levels when you go for your routine blood work. If not, you definitely should have your doctor do that for you. But vitamin D is really great for the immune system. And mushrooms also act as an antibacterial. So that means when you're eating them, they actually help fight the bad bacteria in our bodies. Now, let's face it, we have good and bad bacteria all the time in our bodies, but you don't want to have an imbalance where the bad bacteria starts taking over, which could lead to illness. So mushrooms, they're a great meat replacer. If you're eating one vegetarian meal a week as a Meatless Monday initiative in your household, use mushrooms. They really are great because they're so meaty. They're really a good replacer for meat. Also, you could buy mushroom powders. I don't know if you know this, but there's a ton of mushroom powders out there, and I love using cordyceps mushrooms. I buy a bag of it on Amazon, and I put one little tiny scoop. It has like 100 servings in this bag. It's so economical. One little tiny scoop in the morning tea. You don't even know it's there. If you're a coffee drinker, throw it in your coffee, and it helps support your immune system. All right. So food number 2 is mushrooms. Food number 3. This one's going to be a duh. Citrus fruits. Lemons, grapefruits, limes, oranges, citrus fruits. High in vitamin C. But they also have beta cryptoxanthin, which is another antioxidant that gets converted to vitamin A in the body. And vitamin A is actually really good for the immune system. We often just think about our eyes for vitamin A, but it does support our immune system. So if you're eating citrus fruits as often as you can, that's going to help strengthen your immune system. Just watch out for packaged juices, that you would buy in a store. If you're going to drink it as a juice it yourself, only because the packaged juices have a ton of sugar in them, and then that would self-defeat your purpose of trying to boost your immune system. Sugar can actually increase the bad bacteria in your body, which would weaken your immune system. Okay. Number 4, sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes are the best potatoes to be eating. They're so good. And I love sweet potatoes. And you may have actually seen a Facebook Live. I think it was this week I went on live after I was breaking my fast. So I intermittent fast and I'm at 16 hours. And one meal that I love to eat afterwards is half a sweet potato that's been baked. I'll typically bake them on the weekend and just throw them in the fridge so they're there. Take a half sweet potato, warm it up. Only takes a few minutes in a toaster oven. I'll top it with some peanut butter. Now, of course, if you have an allergy to peanut butter, use, almond butter, cashew butter, whatever nut butter that you like to have in the house. And then I top it with defrosted berries. So remember earlier, berries, very good for the immune system. And then I'll top it with a little bit of crunchy granola. I might have a hemp granola in the household, or I might have a fruit and seed mix in the household, something else to give it a little bit of crunch. And it is so good. It's such a hearty breakfast. And sweet potatoes have vitamin A, beta carotene, and vitamin C. But they're also really high in fiber, which is great for a healthy gut. And 70% of our immune system lives in our gut. So if you have a healthy gut, you have a healthy immune system. Conversely, if your gut's not healthy, neither is your immune system. Okay, so sweet potatoes, definitely get on the sweet potato bandwagon. Love to eat them. They can also be used in smoothies, believe it or not, which is really good. And finally, number 5, spinach. Spinach is a super nutrient powerhouse. It is unbelievable how many great benefits spinach has. But today we're talking the immune system. For the immune system, spinach is high in vitamin A, vitamin C, and folate. Now, folate is a micronutrient that's important for strong health in your immune system. So spinach can really help support your immune system, and you can put it in so many things, and you can buy it fresh or frozen. I love having frozen spinach in the house because it's so easy to throw into casseroles or soups, stir fries, and it cooks up really quickly. Now, if you have fresh in the household, then you can use it as a base for salads. You can use it in omelets. You could use it for a lot of different areas, soups and casseroles as well, even if it's fresh. So that would be my number 5. So number 1, berries. Number 2, mushrooms. Number 3, citrus fruits. 4, sweet potatoes. And 5, spinach. Those are the 5 foods that you should be eating regularly for your immune system, okay? So, again, think about your immune system all year round, not just during cough cold season or when there is a illness going around like there is today. And if you take care of your immune system, it will take care of you. Now, as I promised at the beginning, I have a special offer for you. So recently, I wound up with some free time. I have some time open to be able to take on a few new clients. Now, in order to figure out if we are willing to work with each other, I offer a free 30-minute conversation where we can get on the phone and talk about your very specific symptoms, and I'll start creating an outline for a roadmap of how you can start getting healthy. So does this sound like you? You're always getting sick, you have colds, you have flus, you have skin issues, maybe you have acne, you have rashes. How about brain fog? Do you forget things? Is it hard for you to remember certain words? Do you have diarrhea, constipation? These are all issues that a lot of us say, "Oh, I'm just getting old. These are expected. I'm supposed to start losing my memory because I'm aging." It doesn't have to be that way. When we take care of our lifestyle, we take care of our health. So, if you're looking to solve some type of symptom that you just can't seem to get rid of, gas, bloating, diarrhea, constipation. Maybe you've been diagnosed with IBS, IBD. Give me a call. DM me. We'll take 30 minutes. We'll talk about it. I'll give you some very specific steps you can start taking now. And then we can see if we want to work together even more to improve your health. I only have about 5 spots open right now. So definitely take advantage of this offer. And I hope to hear from you soon. So I'm Heather from Heather's Health Habits. Stay in touch. Go to the website, heathershealthhabits.com. Get on the email list, and we'll see you again next Friday at 5 o'clock to talk about a health topic. And I hope everyone has a great weekend. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Bye-bye.